Hello, 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 it's Anna from Atlas. In this guide, I will show you how to run the solar energy analysis in Atlas. So if you are a solar energy developer and you need to find a good site for your new solar project, this is the tool for you. So let's get started. I am here in Atlas. I have started a new project and I have zoomed in somewhere in Spain. I have created a polygon. So basically here on the bottom, you have drawings and there you can choose to make a polygon. And then I created this line to showcase this small trail that cuts the area a bit so that I can show you how to use the exclusion feature in the analysis. But let's go and do the analysis. So here on the right side panel, you have data actions and here you have tools and workflows. So let's go there and here we choose solar energy analysis. Then we just choose the site. So we click the polygon on the map. And then you can choose exclusion zones. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't have anything to exclude, but I chose this road here just to show you how it's done. So let's click that one. And then we can choose to start with a template. This is the default template that's on right now, or you can go ahead and create your own template. You can just write a new name and choose to create a new one, and then you just fill out all the same information as you do in the analysis. So let's not do this now because I will show you the actual analysis. Let's get started with the default one, and then the first thing is structure design. So how are the panels structured? By the way, here are the info bubbles in every feature in the analysis, so you can always hover on top one and just get more information of it. So for example, the azimuth is now 180, means that it's facing south. So on the northern side of the globe, you should choose that one in most cases. Of course, it depends a bit where your solar farm will be. And then in the southern part, it would be 0, so facing north. And then you have the tilt. If you would choose single axis tracking, you wouldn't have the tilt on, but this one is the default one. So how much does it tilt to each side to get sunlight of each direction? And then you can choose to optimize it, so it optimizes it based on your location. And then you have the dimensions. So here 9x3 and landscape is the default setting, but you have all different kinds of structures to choose from. And then you have structural spacing and row clearance. So how much is there between the columns in a way, and how much is there between the rows? So these are both in meters. And then you can minimize this part and we can look into area configuration. So you can choose to activate internal corridors so that you have some space between the panels. For example, here you have always 3 panels and then you would have a corridor. So you have it vertically and horizontally. And then there's always the clearance in meters, like 10 meters here. Then you have the peripheral buffer, which is the buffer from the sides of the whole area. And then you have the exclusion buffer. And that one is kind of important, I think, so that the panels don't go all the way to the exclusion zone, but there's a bit of space between. And then we can minimize this as well. And then you have energy production. So you can choose your panel type. Right now we have most common chosen, but you have all different ones here. System loss, you can choose your panel dimensions. I think we are ready to run the analysis. Let's just call this one test. And then we go and run the analysis. And look at it. It looks pretty cool now that we are in 3D. So you can actually see the panels. Let's choose a lighter base map. We can go for the basic one so that you can actually see the panels. That one looks pretty cool, huh? Like that. So now you can see we have the corridors here in between, like we chose every third panel in both vertically and horizontally. And then we have the buffer around both peripheral and exclusion buffer. And then you can open the results in a report. You can also choose to show a graph, and then you can download this one into CSV or image, and you see what is the expected energy production of this site right now. So this one gives you a very, very fast glimpse of what type of a site would this ideally be. So it's perfect for site selection. And then you can also choose to save the data set so that you have the data set here that you can start working with. Unfortunately, in this one, you don't have the 3D panel showing, but it's as useful from a data point of view. But this is how you run solar energy analysis in Atlas. Let me know what you want me to showcase next.